Good evening, everyone. It is I, Mike V. Welcome to Poker Thursdays, the evening edition, weekly 20K live. All right, so we're just ready to begin here. Still 12 minutes until the beginning of the tournament, but I've gotten the family all registered in and ready to play. If you've noticed earlier today, I did go live about 6 hours prior to stream the new afternoon tournament. Unfortunately, though, if you've seen it, um, excuse me, if you've seen it, you've noticed that both of my players that have joined in were sitting out the whole time, disconnected, and I basically won by default. So it was boring. It was unfortunate. I don't know why I decided to go live earlier today, but I did anyway. And I have stated that I won't probably go live again unless we get at least 4 other opponents. So we'll get to that when we get to that. But we're still trying to figure things out, and things are subject to change, of course, still. So we're just seeing what happens and what goes along here for the afternoons. But evening tournaments, as like today, are going on as normal. All right, so let's go ahead and bring forward the PokerStars lobby here. So all the family is registered so far. We don't know yet if we're going to be seeing others join in. 20 minutes of late registration as usual. I can go ahead and show you guys the last tournament. If we go to results here, the weekly 20K warm-up, which was at at 3:15 p.m. Eastern this afternoon. It's kind of funny. There's still a glitch here with the beta home games. You have to set it to like you have to set it to like Friday in order for it to load up on Thursday. But then there was on the result screen, it shows up as Wednesday. That's so weird. Oh man, there's still a lot of bugs. That's why they call it beta. You see the beta right there near the logo. But anyways, obviously only three registered, but technically it was nobody as they were all sitting out. Like Gamble the Globe could not have made it. Was not able to make it. And I don't expect him to make it for this one either because I think he's on the plane back from Vegas. I suppose everybody else is as well. I believe Mark is as well. So yeah, so if you look at the schedule here, we got our tournament starting in 10 minutes. I went ahead and rescheduled the afternoon one for next week again. This time 15 minutes later at 3:30 Eastern. Just to make it a little bit easy to remember. We still have the featured table. Nobody has joined except me. Yeah, nobody has even attempted to sit at the table. But yeah, that is available in case you just want to play random games, random number of hands for in between sessions. Hey, Boozers, saw your comment earlier, and I'm glad to see you in the chat today. Make sure, yeah, the chat's working good. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. I'll go ahead and read. Welcome the new members again. In this afternoon stream, I went ahead and welcomed. Who was it? Cheetah Roy and the X-Pen Abla, who registered a couple days prior. And then since then, Shop 135 from Canada joined earlier this afternoon. So that brings our total membership up to, what is it, 4 plus 74, 78 members. We need to find some good times to set tournaments so this could be a bit more active here. Oh, looks like we got a new person in here. Matt, if you're in the chat, I see you have registered. So we're up to 5 for tonight. Let me know if you guys are interested in a second tournament, what times are available, if that's even possible. I understand that uh, when I made that 3 p.m. Eastern tournament, uh, that's during work hours for most of you. But I'd be interested in any feedback you may have for regarding that. But regardless, of course, uh, the uh, the evening tournament will always be available and will always be at the same time for the time being. Anyway, actually, I can go ahead and give you guys the tournament schedule on the announcement whiteboard. Be sure to check this because I do update it. I went ahead and updated it today just now in order to remove some old information regarding. Oh, here's the new schedule because now the schedule is current. Go ahead and take a sip of water. As always, we are streaming with a 2-minute delay with my cards face up. And I think I've went through all the introductory spiel, so we just need to wait 6 minutes. I did start the stream earlier than the previous few weeks. Yep, I see you, Matt. Welcome and good luck. Okay. So how was your week? It's already this week already has gone by fast because it was technically a long weekend for us. So this was a short work week for most of my family here. Let's see. I have been working on at let's see. I've been working on adding to my to-do list for this channel. I still have to do the I still have to put some filler content on video poker that while I work on some of my newer projects. I do want to do more tutorial videos on poker itself, Texas Hold'em, do some other games. If you did watch the stream this afternoon, I did play. I did play like what was it, 20 minutes of Deuce of Seven triple draw right at the end of the stream. Just to give you guys some content uh, in order to supplement the disappointing home game stream for that afternoon. But I did. I'd also put in a pinned comment on the in the description in the comment section of that stream with timestamps, so you could be able to skip over the boring stuff. Oh, you forgot about it, huh? The early tournament was happening. I could play it well. It would have just been us heads up, by the way. Us two heads up, Matt, with who was it? Cheater Roy and Gamble the Globe all sitting out, disconnected. So at least it would have been us two heads up, which would have been an interesting game. But because with the earlier tournament, my people in my family are at work, they're not going to be able to join in. But we're hoping that we can get more than one tournament running on per week. And I've decided to make it both on the same day, just so it gives me one day to dedicate to poker, while I can have other days free for other things. So now Monday, I've got some. Monday is now free for me. I'm no longer doing these on Monday, so I have to figure out now what can I put for Monday. Tuesday, obviously, we have the Q&A. You guys seem to like it, which I'm glad you do, and I'm glad to continue doing it as well. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Not everybody is. Not everyone's gonna have Monday off. It's not really, a holiday for most. I guess it's like partially recognized because let's see. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't paid attention, but were like banks and the stock market closed on Monday. I'm not sure. Uh, I'm not sure about that, and they might be. They might have been, or one of the two were. The I didn't see any mail though, so maybe the post office was closed, or they didn't deliver mail that day. So some people have it off, some people don't. Certain schools do. I know that for a fact. I know I used to always have it off when I was in school in my younger years. What am I saying? I'm still young. I'm 31 is still young. What am I talking like an old person now? Oh man. All right, we're about to start. We got about a minute to go. So yeah, the so I did stream this afternoon, and as I mentioned earlier, I did play 20 minutes of Deuces Seven Triple Draw. So if you're interested in learning some new poker games, you can go ahead and watch me play. I think even though I only won, I think a couple of hands, I did end up net with a net win total because I played, I think, what I consider a decent strategy. Yep, Matt. Just two. Heads up for rolls. Uh, Reminds me of the old poker comics from several years ago. What was it? Uh, the Micros uh, animated comic from 2011. Yeah, that's a classic. All right, tournament's about to begin. Is the sound on for me? It should be. Yeah. Actually, let me go ahead and remind everybody because I still hear a TV downstairs. I just want to make sure one of my family members is ready. So, one moment. There we go. 10-5 suited. That's a fold. Right, Matt. That's the obvious. That's obvious that, yeah. Okay. All right, Matt. Taking the lead both flop and turn and on the first pot. All right, so it looks like Dad raised, everybody called. Queen Jack, and nothing all around. Somebody goes 6. I have a feeling my dad has ace high or something. Or Bree had the pair of 7s, to be specific. Actually had top pair. Decided to check it the whole way. And I can open up the replayer. I'm gonna fold the seven deuce. Open up the replayer. Yep, my dad did have ace high, ace queen, ace eight, ace seven pairs the seven. Checked all around. Wow, they chop it up with. They play the board. Actually, I would have won with three deuces. All right, let's go ahead and here on the button with the snowman. All right, Matt, heads up. Go ahead and c bet. 9-5. And so now with all the entire craps tutorial now completely finished, now I got to decide what my next big project's going to be for the channel. Nice pot there. I do need to keep in mind also a lot of redecoration here come in the household here in preparation for some guests coming in right around Christmas and New Year's. That's going to include quite a bit. My mom's going to tell me pretty soon when that'll be, but we're going to have the entire house repainted, the inside of the house, which means a lot of things are going to have to temporarily move. King 3 suited. Top pair, a bunch of spades. I didn't make that much of an investment. It was a spade, and the fourth spade came. Dad, what are you gonna do? Check it. A little bit of, trying to get a little bit of value out of it. I still lose to a deuce of spades too. And nobody had anything. Ill-advised. So, Matt, you're asking for a 3-card poker or / Ultimate Texas Hold'em guide. Well, Actually, there's two things. One, a nice one with the six deuce. One thing to mention, I'll go ahead and play this hand first. We'll go ahead and raise it to this since we had a limp there. Uh, Three card poker is really easy. The strategy, it's just queen 6-4, queen 6-4 or better raise, otherwise fold. So that's why I've never made a tutorial video on three card poker. Let's see, this is a draw heavy board, so. As for Ultimate Texas Hold'em, I actually do have a tutorial video on it. Actually, a lot of my tutorial videos from early 2020 don't have enough love, and I think they're being hidden by the YouTube algorithm, or maybe it's just simply the fact that a lot of my newer subscribers don't know about them. But I do have a tutorial video on Ultimate Texas Hold'em, and obviously Boozers here likes the idea as well. Yeah, if you search on my channel, look for Ultimate Texas Hold'em. You should see one from about 2.5 years ago. I did make one. You can also give me feedback on it. It's been a while since I've actually last looked at it, but I do have an Ultimate Texas Hold'em tutorial. Ooh, pot-sized bet here by my dad. Matt's thinking. Makes the call. Oh, the nut flush on the river. Did you have an ace there? Oh, you got the queen on the river. Card that helped you, but it helped my dad better. Hey, Joe, you made it. Welcome. I'll go ahead and just check it down. Could have bluffed at it. Oh, actually could have. It's a chop. Go ahead and close the replayer here. There we go. Oh, we're up to 6 for this tournament. Awesome. Let's see, I picked up the 9. I'll go ahead and lead in here. Two callers. Flush came, straight came. I do block the king of clubs, but. Oh, Joe. You probably got something there at the end. But it's only 50. I'll pay you off. Oh, you only paired 3s. I haven't played that many hands with you, Joe, so that's why I'm thinking, oh, well, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and call it. Wow. My 9 was good. Yes, Matt, we do have Ultimate Texas Hold'em. I'll probably show it to you guys maybe near the end of the stream. But you can always search it up. And you've said you've seen people play 3-card poker, quote, in the dark. I don't know if that's a real... unless it's a separate game that I'm not aware of. I guess maybe people just want to play the game without looking. Not... ill-advised. Ill-advised in the long term. Because what playing it in the dark. What are you gonna do? And I'm assuming you're talking about the actual table game. You're not talking about like, you're not talking about like guts poker or some of these home games like that have 3-card hands. But yeah, 3-card poker. Yeah, the strategy's pretty easy. That's why I haven't really made a video on it. I could just state it out right there. Maybe it'd be good for a YouTube short or something, or a video maybe discussing quick strategy for a collection of table games. You know, I guess maybe to explain the rules, one may need a tutorial video. So not popped. Just woke up, huh? Man, just woke up and you got yourself seated. That remind that reminds me. You gave me a good throwback, Joe. I'm gonna give you credit for this, but that reminds me during my last visit to Costa Rica, where I've actually wake up in the morning. Usually wake up by 8 a.m. at the latest. Have my early minimal breakfast, and then log into Poker Stars, and then play the big 750. One of the daily bigs, uh, for real money, of course. And then see, because it's when you're playing on Poker Stars for real money, you do have the peak hours is around late morning to early afternoons, where most of the people tend to be online because it's based on European evening hours. We're gonna go ahead and raise this one as well. Could see the free flop, but interesting. Gotta be careful though. Oh, yeah. When in doubt, C bet still works. Uh, and yeah, Poker Stars peak hours for real money games tends to be. I'll fold this one. Tends to be evening in Europe, which corresponds to around, depending on the time zone in North America, late morning to early afternoon. Uh, yeah, usually the best times to play on Poker Stars real money is usually during the day. So, if you want lots of big player pool tournaments, or if you're a cash game player, more choices to select of cash tables because there's more tables running. Um, that basically described uh, quite a number of mornings when I was in Costa Rica last year. I've already been making plans on my next out of country visit. I'll go ahead and I'll fold this one this time. Read the comments here. People just I never look at the cards. Yeah, so, yeah, that maybe it's a casino. People drink. Maybe they had too much. Who knows? And yeah, this is the table game. Other table games that are popular here are Pai Gow. I love suits, high card flush, and Mississippi Stud. Right. Trislina won this pot. Yes. Yeah, Pai Gow Poker. I probably should specify Pai Gow Poker. That might be a good tutorial video, actually. I would have to. I do know most of the best strategy for selecting 5 card hand versus 2 card hand. The ones I probably don't. I need a refresher on myself. Is probably going to be the 2-pair type of hands. Whether or not you have to do 1 pair for the 2 card, 1 pair for the 5 card. 1 pair for the low, 1 pair for the high, or hold both pairs for the high and say like an ace high if you have an ace high for the 2 card hand. I think there's a formula for that. I'll have to look it up again. But that would be a good tutorial video too. All right. Ace king suited. Stacks are still quite close to each other. Okay, button, big blind. So I missed. Just against family here, but I think Tristalina. These cards can easily be in her range, or possibly chasing a draw. I'm going to go ahead and take the free card. I do have a flush draw. Oh, and yeah, we got the bet right there. It's only 100. Ah, missed. Yeah. Oh, check. Pair of 9s. Yep. Calling range can easily have a 9 there. 6 deuce, big blind. Just check it. Oh yeah, and continuing my story, what I was saying is that I'm currently figuring out plans for my next out-of-country trip. I was going to try to do it for like first 2 or 3 weeks of December, just a short trip, but I'm realizing plane tickets, especially to Costa Rica, are jacked up during the month. Even during the early part of December, like right after Thanksgiving, for some reason they're higher than they are before Thanksgiving. Beginning of the dry season. I have never been. I've been to Costa Rica 3 times, and I have yet to go during the sunny season, the dry season. I've always gone during the rainy season, only because there's fewer tourists, more accommodations to choose from. So and accommodations tend to be lower in price as well during the rainy season. And you would think also plane tickets might be cheaper, but it wasn't for my last trip last year. Oh, look at that, a straight. Big pot there for Tristalina, and it is the end of late registration, so total number of entries is 6. That also means we're 5 minutes until the break. I'll go ahead and play multi-way with this. Only 1 diamond. Dad immediately bets minimum here. 2 callers. I'll go ahead and call 1 out too. Oh, I hit my ace. Well, since I did improve, we'll go ahead and call 1 more. I don't know what my dad has here. I would expect a queen, maybe. Oh, wow. I have to give him credit for something much better than just a queen here. Yeah, I'll fold. Going to give you a little bit of since it's on topic here, a little bit of a story from last night. But let me do that after this hand. I mean, Bree was the one who raised previously, right? And she raises again. I did flop top pair, top kicker, but I think I'm up against an overpair. Yeah, I think I'm against an overpair. So it's kind of risky for me to call here, but the amount in the pot is so big. Well, only the 6-5 got there with the 4 on the river. Oh, Joe makes a bet there. I'll go ahead and give it up. I just said 6-5 is the only hand that got there on the river, and look at that. King. Good hand there. Let's see. I should be able. I'm gonna fold the low ace here. Yeah, I was right. Bree had an overpair. Pocket kings, so an ace would have helped me there, or another 8 for the full house. And it looks like Tristelina also had an 8, but with a worse kicker. Yeah, that's why I was playing a bit cautiously there. That was a lucky card there. Joe, that puts you as the chip leader. Well, if my dad wins this hand, he'll become the chip leader. All right. 3-handed, rest of my family except me. Oh, pot size bet. And a shove. It's only, what, 100 left? Flush versus straight. Oh. So, Bree flopped the nut flush. Or not the nut flush, but a king high flush, I think it was. Yeah. Flopped a flush. Tristelina river to straight. Yeah, reverse implied odds. Draw was drawing dead. Immediately. Straight actually hurt her. All right, Matt. Got something. Something to bet here on this paired board here with the flop for 7 deuce. An ace did come on the turn. 3 hearts. Goes check, check. River is another deuce. Goes check, check again. Oh, you had an ace as well. Pocket jacks. And we are on break. Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and just stay here and chill for a bit. How convenient too. It shows a picture of a coffee mug right here when you're on break. At least I think that's what it means. Yeah. Like, just chillax for a bit. So we have 6 players, which means that there is a second place prize, pretty much the same as always. 71,400 chips for first place, 30,600 chips for second place. Yep. Okay, actually what I'm going to do while we're on break here, let me go ahead and check. Yep, okay, that's good. Let's bring up YouTube Studio. Let me go to my YouTube channel here. Where is my channel? And let's go to videos. me type in the word Ultimate Texas Hold'em. There we go. Yeah, it was 3 years ago. Oh, I guess it was released back in 2019, not 2020. It's an even older video. Actually, no. My Ultimate Texas Hold'em video does have a decent number of views. It was released 3 years ago. It has 3,100 views. Let me go ahead and briefly minimize this, and I'll go ahead and show you guys. All right, so let me go back here. Yeah, okay, so there's my tutorial video on Ultimate Texas Hold'em. It's simply just titled "How to Play Ultimate Texas Hold'em Club Mike V Tutorial." So it's 23 minutes long. I use the free Ultimate Texas Hold'em a web app that's on the Wizard of Odds website, wizardofodds.com. The reason why I use that one because it also, I think, warns you if you don't play the correct strategy. The correct strategy in this context is I think the Wizard's simple strategy, because, or maybe not. Maybe it does do it based on optimal strategy. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but what I do know is that when you read about Ultimate Texas Hold'em, you notice that optimal strategy is like a perfect optimal strategy is has not been fully deciphered yet, because there's a lot that goes into it. But a very simple strategy gets you really close, like maybe a couple hundredths of a percent close to the optimal strategy. So close enough, for the intensive purposes of playing Ultimate Texas Hold'em. Oh, did not mean to show you the streaming studio, but there it is. Let's go ahead and go back to the web camera here while I close this, and go back to this. There we go. We're about to start again soon. Yeah, the strategy for the very first 2 cards in Ultimate Texas Hold'em is pretty simple. I'll give you guys this one. So if you have any ace, you should raise. And you should always make the maximum raise of 4 times your bet. Not 3x. You never make the 3x raise. Always make it the maximum 4x raise. You do it with any ace, any suited king. So king deuce to king queen suited. Any offsuit king 5 or higher. So king 5 to king queen offsuit. So almost every king. Then I think it's, what is it? It's queen. I don't know if it's queen 7 or queen 6 to queen jack. Jack 10. And every pocket pair except deuces, you make the max raise. Otherwise, you just check and see the flop for free. So that's the pre-flop strategy for Ultimate Texas Hold'em. Most of it, anyway. Yeah, but we're back. Big blind. Take the free flop with a 9-4 suited. We do flop a flush draw. We're 5-handed here. There's a bet from Bree. We'll go ahead and call it. Ooh, a raise there from Joe. Paired our 4. Ooh, all right. So let's see. I've got less than 1 in 4 chance of a spade here. So is it giving me how many odds? What are the odds is he giving me? He's giving me, so it's 927. That is 900 to win 27. That's 3-1. And 3-1 odds. And I think I am just slightly below that, maybe. It's been a while. I'm not going to risk it. My stack is also really short too, so if I don't hit it, then I'm going to be really short. So I've decided to fold it. Because I'm getting 900 to win 2,700. That's 3-1, and I believe I have. Wait, 3-1 is okay, 2-1 is 66% to 33. So 3-1 is 75-25. Actually, that probably was a call because I know I'm around 25% favorite to hit either another 4 or a heart. So I think I should have gone for it there. It was right there. Actually, Matt, you can probably help correct me there because I don't, as much as I play poker all the time, I don't use pot odds enough when I should. It's like a basic staple. I just go with the exploitative knowledge. I just go with the knowledge of my opponents, and I don't really unless it comes to like a point like this where it's last minute decision making of where if I know I'm behind and then I can calculate the pot odds to see if I should call this bet. Uh, and I also implied odds I forgot too. Man, it's been a while. Full house, jacks full for both. It is a chop. So yeah, pot odds it was close. Implied odds I probably could have gone for it because if I were to hit my heart or even my 4, I probably it would have been stacks. Which is much easier to do in a tournament. I probably would have made that call in a tournament. I mean, not in a tournament, in a cash game. Kings and sixes, nice. We'll go ahead and fold. What do I have? I got 16.9 big blinds. Tricelina's almost broke. Joe's got the chip lead. Look at that. Thank you, Matt. Yeah. You would have called too, huh? Yeah, I was. I was thinking about it. Just had to make sure my math was correct and figured it out last minute. I'm pretty sure it wasn't good though, so it was primarily trips and a flush. I think it was. I don't remember. Was the board paired that hand? I don't think so. I had a 4 and I had a flush draw. I believe pair of 4s and a flush draw. Oh, Drizzlina finished the tournament. Joe won that hand. I was just looking at the chat here. Matt, you did make a good point. Reverse implied odds. If I was up against hearts as well, so that's an interesting way of putting it. But yeah, Maybe I would have been more likely to go for it if it was a higher flush draw, or maybe even the nut flush draw. All right, we got a raise here. Oh, bunch of callers. I gotta remember though, my stacks are short. I'm the short stack actually, so I probably shouldn't be getting fancy with low suited connectors like these, especially the ones that are as low as this. But it is checked around, maybe. This Bree's gonna bet here. Oh, it is checked around. Oh, dad bets. Oh, and a raise. Yeah, I'm out. I'm gonna look into just going all in here because I am the short stack. Joe is on a roll. Big chip stack. Go ahead and give you this here. Got to start using my throwables during the stream. Oh, and Matt is all in. Guess it's a middle of the road hand, questionable. Like, oh, let's a lot of dead money out there, but not good enough to go multi-way with. But look, Joe called this one. Let's see what we got here. Tens against 9 queen. Oh my goodness! Set versus flush and a full house. Oh wow! What a turn! Wow, what a flop! What a turn! That, gee, you both flop big, and then the one was behind flop bigger. Yeah, dang. Gosh, the emotional roller coaster for that too. Okie dokie. Should I do it? No, I'm ace deuce. I could have done it. Oh, now I'm gonna have to do it. Blinds are going up next hand. And that means Matt now has the chip lead. Mm, 9-7. Oh, we have a raise too. Yeah, this is pretty ugly here. Go ahead and call one. Oh, Razor's range. Easily have an ace or a queen. Yep. Thanks for the encouragement there. Boozers. I'm guessing Boozer's talking about the pot odds or the reverse implied odds or whatever was previously mentioned. The delay is obviously making it a bit a little bit tough, but I've been getting the hang of it with chatting with you guys. All right, I'm all in here. I'm gonna have to go in at some point. Yep, there's the overshove. Think I'm out kicked. Yep, I'm out kicked. I need a 3 here. Nope. Good one. Good game. Good game. Good luck. If it'll even allow me to chat here. There we go. For some reason, it's all right there. It's all right. Had a bad streak of cards too. Nothing I could do there. But I'll go ahead and watch as always, as the stream continues until the tournament ends. You know, having to make some tight folds, especially when I know certain family members having hands. All right, everyone's in it for this flop. 10-4-4. Joe makes a bet. Let's fold it around. Yeah, so pot odds is obviously the calculation you make to see if the amount in the pot compared with the amount bet is giving you the percentage of how much you have to call versus the total pot. If oh, we got an all in here. 3 is head ahead with a 2 pair and against the flush draw and 2 pair holds. Oh yeah, Matt's gonna answer it here. Calculation: how much money you're gonna make if you make your hand. Yeah, that's a basic way of putting it. I'll go ahead and show it. Yeah, so if it's like it's 300 to call and there is 1,200 in the pot. So what is it? What is it? 1,200 divided by 300 is 4 to 1. So if you're getting 4 to 1 to call 300 when the total pot is 12, including recent bets, is 1,200, and 4 to 1 is so you would need a hand that has at least a 25% favorite to call if you're just doing it based on pot odds alone. Yeah, and implied odds is, so let's before we get to reverse implied odds, let's discuss implied odds. Implied odds is a hand may not have good initial pot odds. For example, there was a big enough bet that the pot odds may not be good to chase a draw, but the implied odds, meaning if you believe for a fact, or if you know for a fact that that if you hit your hand, you'll win his or her entire stack, especially if you can read that your opponent is also very strong, and if you hit your draw, so then then your hand has implied odds, then you can make that call the hand that otherwise may not have good initial pot odds. Reverse implied odds is the opposite of implied odds, meaning that if you hit your hand, you're pretty much going to lose your chips. You're going to lose everything because the card that you hit also helps your opponent, or you're already drawing dead to begin with. One more. If you hit 20, you can add $20 to the pot odds to see if you can call. Yeah. We're probably both explaining it a bit differently, but but it's in general the same thing. Mm. Ooh, over pot and a raise all in. 3 10s against pocket queens. Bree is now, well, almost the chip lead. Actually, now virtually tied. There you go, Boozer's map. So basically, it's whether or not it's worth chasing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Yeah, pot odds you want to calculate if you know you're behind. So you obviously you'll be chasing. If you're ahead, then if you have a 50%, if you're over 50% chance of winning and you're ahead, then any amount of money you put in is good. If you're when you're ahead, over 50% equity. And that is a good point there, Matt. Yeah, you don't have any implied odds at all if your opponent won't pay you off when you hit. Yeah, ouch again. Pocket queens cracked by trip tens. Well, Dad won a crucial pot here of 3,000, bringing himself back up to 5. Still pretty short stacked, but Joe's now the short stack. Went from chip leader to short stack in the course of, what was it, 10 minutes or something. Oh, wow, pocket queens against kings and sevens. A king on the board, so queens and sevens against kings and sevens. 8 7 6. Two clubs. Unraised pre-flop. Now we got a bet on the flop by my dad. Joe calls. Turn pairs sevens. And then Joe bleeds out. Dad raises. Gets called. Not many chips left. 842 remaining. He slowed down. There is a straight possibility now with the 10 on the river. Yep, might as well put them all in. Oh, straight on the flop, actually. 5 6 7 8 9. Didn't even need the 10. Against two pair, 8s and 7s. Good game, Joe. In 4th place. So we're down to 3. This is the bubble now. And look at that. Everybody is equal in stacks. They didn't even... Sometimes the PokerStars game chat doesn't work well. I type in enter and it doesn't even go through. I don't even know why. But yeah, you guys are all even in stacks here. And you're in the river with a decent sized pot here. There's a healthy value bet which gets called by Bree. 2 pair, 4s and 3s are good. A commanding chip lead, Matt. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to see what was mucked because I am not in the tournament. Well, ace high. Pair of 4s, ace kicker is good. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention the story of last night, but then we got well into the game. Well, it looks like we're gonna see a shove here, and it's a chop pot. Everyone has the nuts straight. Not surprised. So last night, boozers, gotta keep it simple for me. Holding my mask and stuff. Yeah. If there is a simple way of explaining it, we'll all do our best to explain it as simply as possible. Uh, as for last night, by the way, this isn't all in here. Oh, full house on the river against a straight. That's six. He's now back up in it. So last night, my parents and I had a family, I guess a little family game night. Uh, we played both craps and some poker. And during the poker game, with actual chips and cards and everything, or in the case of craps with dice and the craps layout that I have here. Um, During the poker game, uh, there was a hand that I raised pre-flop and my dad called, so it was me and my dad heads up on the flop. The board I think paired nines. It was like 995 or not, something like that. And I think I raised with a7, yeah. And normally I would continuation bet, but then I noticed the way my dad checked. Okay. I got a little bit suspicious there, and I decided to check it back. Turn, went check again. By the river, I went at. My dad finally made a bet, and at that time I had nothing but ace high at this point. So it's like, I figured either he got he either made it. He's either making a sick bluff or he had it the whole time. Because there was no draw on board, no possible straight or flush, but I only had ace high with the board paired nines. And yeah, I was right to be suspicious because my dad showed a full house on the flop. He had, I think, 9-5, and the board was 9-9-5. So I caught a tell right then and there. So that's my story from last night. Uh, and yeah, it is a close game. Stacks are pretty close, and stacks are shifting too. Matt had a big chip lead, and then Bree doubled up from him, gaining the chip lead. He's just holding on there. It is the bubble too, so the next person to get knocked out does not get any prize chips and does not get any points on the leaderboard. But first and second place do. So usually in the bubble, people play a bit tighter. They want to make sure they don't get knocked out right now. Ooh, Matt. Fold it around. King high with 10 kicker is good. got min raised by Matt. Bree makes it a 3-bet, minimum 3-bet. Oh, there's a shove. Let's see, will Bree actually call? Yes. Ace King versus Pocket Kings. Looking good. Oh, no. Oh, that river card. What do they say in the PokerStars commentary? They say Barry Greenstein makes an appearance. Yeah, that hurts. Oh man, the one card. That that was that was lucky. Oh. Oh man, I thought we were gonna be heads up, but dang, yeah. Well, that stroke of luck right there. Poker gods decided to give you one of the remaining aces. Let you play. Let you continue to fight for the win. Oh, but calling my dad's all in here. It was 50-50 shot there. Straight and flush draws against a pair of tens, and somehow the pair of tens held. Now my dad's got the chip lead all of a sudden. Being shuffled around. It's exciting to commentate. Blinds are also quite high. I'm surprised we're still three-handed. Chip lead has, I think, what, 25 big blinds? Yeah. Well, that has to grind it back up. Still, anything can happen. I'm gonna have to go back and go through the replay here of this stream because I think there's some good content here for some highlight shorts, some YouTube shorts highlights. Yeah, from now on, anytime I want to make a highlights from the stream, I'll set it up as either a 30-second or a 1 minute short. I've only done it once so far when I had my aces cracked. But here, I think we've got a few interesting hands that would be worthy of making a quick highlight short. Yep. Very. And Bree is knocked out. We are heads up. And that was the bubble, too. Yeah, good luck. My dad's playing on his phone, so he's not going to be able to type, but he'll say thank you as well, in spirit. But he raises here. A 4-bet. Is this going to be a one-hand heads-up match? No, we're going to see a flop. Pot is bigger than both of your stacks. Pretty junky flop. So if my dad has a pocket pair, he's going to like it. Yeah, all in. And now nearly a 2-to-1 chip lead. Yeah, everybody's starting to get to that ace on the river, it seems. The delay is set to 2 minutes, but I have a feeling some of you might be experiencing a longer delay, maybe, because I'm certain it feels like it's longer than 2 minutes, but yeah, that could be understood with some of you guys. Maybe I understand that internet connections can cause an even longer delay than what it was intended. I've known that before too. So let's see. So board is 9-9 King 5. We do have another bet here by my dad on the turn. Yeah, I'll have to sneeze again. Excuse me. We got a bet on the river here and a call. 3 threes. Puts you back in it. Stacks are now close once again. A little bit of a personal life update. We came back from Reno, obviously, last weekend. We mentioned it already during Tuesday's Q&A, but I do want to mention a little update as well. As soon as we got back from Reno, I immediately went back to my exercise and diet routine because obviously I was not able to do any type of bit strenuous walking that I typically do for my exercise, and I did eat quite a bit. And luckily, though, I was able to easily get back to it, and I was able to check my weight what was it, yesterday, I think, was the last time I checked. And I ended up actually losing 1 pound from the previous time I checked, which was on last Thursday, last week before the trip. So every once in a while, like every few days or something like that, I would check my weight. If the routine is actually helping me, and it has been. So I didn't gain any weight during the trip, it seemed. Or if I did, I immediately lost it the moment I went back on my exercise routine. Matt, you have the chip lead. Raises up, a shove, and a call. Let's see, this might be it. Pocket eights against ace 7. Will Barry Greenstein make another appearance? Nope. It is over. Pocket eights hold, and congratulations, Matt, aka Easy Wit Aces. You win the tournament. You receive the top prize, 71,400 chips. And you get an increase in your position on the leaderboard, most likely. And Dad finishes in second with 30,000 and change in chips for his second place prize. Bree finished on the bubble in third. Joe finished fourth. I finished fifth. Trisselina finished sixth. That was this evening's tournament. I'll go ahead and show you guys the schedule for next week. So October 20th will be the next series of poker games. I went ahead and rescheduled the afternoon tournament. I scheduled it 15 minutes later. So instead of 3:15, it's 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The title is the weekly 20K warm-up. And then, of course, automatically set to schedule every evening, just like tonight, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, the weekly 20K live. So yeah, 2 tournaments. Hopefully we get more people coming for the earlier tournament this time, but we'll always have the evening one because that'll be the one that my family will be able to join you guys in. So that was that. Good game to all, and we're gonna go ahead and end it off right here. thank you so much for joining in tonight. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the stream, be sure you hit the like button. If you're brand new to the channel, subscribe, share the video, hit the bell icon to be notified for the next stream. And hopefully I can get you guys some filler content over hopefully tomorrow or Monday. And then I'm going to be working on some, I'm going to figure out what my next project's going to be. And I will see you for the next stream, uh, what is it? The Tuesday Talk Q&A. Tuesday Talk Q&A. I will see you that for next stream. I'm going to go ahead and join you guys in the chat before the stream ends because there is the delay. You guys are still watching the tournament, it seems. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I'll read the chat and respond to any future messages. But that is going to be it. I'm going to sign off right now. Yep, it looks like it's finished now for you guys. Good games, everyone, and I will see you for the next stream on Tuesday. Take care, everyone, and go make it happen.